Avenir, Palm Beach Gardens, new construction in Palm Beach. If any of those words mean something to you, this is a video for you. This week, we're going to take you inside a quick delivery home, $2 million home here in Avenir in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. My name is Ray Fernandez. I'm with Living in Palm Beach, Florida, powered by EXP Luxury Homes. Welcome, and welcome to Avenir in Palm Beach Gardens. Avenir is the hottest area in Palm Beach. When all is said and done, there are going to be about 4,000 homes here, and they're really just getting started. Each week, we tell the story of what it's like to live here in Palm Beach, of what it's like to live here in South Florida. This is like the hottest area. There are 3 master plan communities here in this area that are very, very popular. This is the most popular. This is probably the highest end. This week, I'm going to be looking inside a $2 million home in this community. And in fact, it's a quick delivery, and more on what that means later. This community is really getting going. I started filming this community probably 3 years ago now, and it's changed so much. I've had people not buy. What a mistake. I've had people not buy because that light wasn't in. I don't know if they know what's happened to this area since. I feel bad for them. I've had twice this happen. People came here on a Friday night. The traffic was intense on North Lake. This is North Lake. This is like the main street on the south end of Avenir. And that traffic light was really not there. And they had a hard time making a left. And like, we don't want to buy here because there's too much traffic. I mean, come on, hello. The municipalities, the people who govern this place, they're going to when they put 4,000 homes here, they're not going to leave you high and dry. So since then, property values have gone up quite a bit. And I still think today, you're still getting in on the ground floor here at Avenir in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So you might wonder, where is Avenir? Where is Palm Beach Gardens, Florida? Well, glad you asked, because now we're going to take it to the map.
So let's go to a map of Coral Isles, Avenir, and Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. All right, so zooming in really narrow, here is Coral Isles. As you can see, it's right off Avenir Drive. And as you can see, this map is at least 5 years old now. This is before COVID, and there's not much there. This is all pretty much built out. It looks significantly different. A couple of things I noticed, unless you speak to someone like myself who understands this map and understands this area, you don't know that there's errors there. There are errors here. As an example, this Wingate is not Wingate, it is Watermark. They are both Toll Brothers communities. Anyways, let's zoom out and see on the bigger picture where we are. This is 5,000 acres of property, which is Avenir, and they've developed 2,500 acres. So half of it. The rest of it is natural preserve. They have the airport. It's a small airport. It's not a real airport, which is actually a good thing, because like the people who live in places such as like Panther National in your $8 million, $10 million home, those people have private planes to get to places like the Hamptons and Key West. So you want neighbors like that. Why? Because it's going to hold your values up. Anyways, North Lake is the main road right now through Avenir, through the southern part of Palm Beach Gardens, and it's in the southern part of Avenir, and they are in the process of building out Coconut Boulevard, which is this road right here. And when this is not done, but if you look and go close into here, you see these Gothic columns and these fountains. It looks beautiful. They are doing the same thing, building the same thing over here. That is going to be Coconut Boulevard. There you go, Coconut Boulevard. And it's going to be, this isn't open, it's almost open. This is town center. This is a big deal. This is one of the reasons there's lots of value here. I've had people who have not bought in here because they couldn't see the value. They couldn't visualize what's going to be here. This is going to be like an Alton town center. This is going to be a big deal to Avenir. Those columns are being duplicated here. This is going to open it up. This is going to be the best avenue for some of the communities, such as Apex at Avenir. This is going to be their main entrance. But more importantly, this is for the whole community. This is going to be extended up into Beeline Highway, which is this 711, Road 711, 710 rather. No one calls it that. And then it's going to go into PGA Boulevard, which is really going to be the best way into downtown Palm Beach Gardens. Downtown Palm Beach Gardens has a lot going on. It has the Gardens Mall, which by many people accounts, is the nicest mall in all of Florida. Certainly, in my opinion, in Florida, in South Florida. They also have right next to it, you have a place called the Downtown at the Gardens. That's this whole area. So there's a lot there, all really high-end stuff. And if you live in Avenir and when you move to whether it's Coral Isles, Apex, or any of those communities, you have access. It'll be easy access once they open up Coconut Boulevard. Looking at the community overall, you have Sand Hill Golf Crane is a public course meant to be one of the nicest public courses in the area. Panther National is our high-end homes built on a Jack Nicklaus signature course. Non-resident memberships go for initiation fee of $500,000, and they stopped selling because they sold out. So this is, in a nutshell, is when you hear Avenir, this is a nutshell. This is where it is in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
Well, I hope you found that helpful. Listen, if you're considering moving to this area and you want advice, you want to ask questions with people who have relocated and have actually done it before, there's a few ways to get a hold of us. Down below is our email address. That's one great way. Also, on the screen, you see our phone number. You can either call or text that number. But literally, two of the best ways is in the description and the comment section. There's a link. Click on that link. What that'll do is set up some time for us to speak, either through a phone call or through a Zoom, whatever way you feel most comfortable. In any case, we have your back when it comes to relocating here to sunny South Florida. So to tell you the story of Avenir, down there is the town center. They broke ground on that a few months back. You can't see it so much from here, but well, maybe barely. The Publix is being built there. That's the first building to be built in the town center. The town center is going to be similar to what you see like down the way east of here in Alton, Alton Town Center. It's going to be like this commercial center of this whole area. There's going to be, the way it's planned right now is to have 3,950 homes. So when this place first started, there was Coral Isles over here on the east of Avenir Drive. There was Watergate and Watermark and Wingate by Toll Brothers on that side. Well, they have since sold out. Watermark is now sold out. You can buy resales in there. If you want to know about resales in there, reach out. We'd love to help you. But today, let me recap some of the communities that we have here in Avenir. So it started with the Toll Brothers and then Coral Isles. But since then, they've done La Thierry, which is a K. Ovanian company. They builder. They sold out. You have Toll Brothers also has their 55 plus community, which is called Regency. They're still going. If you're interested in 55 style living here in Avenir, that is a good option. There's Solana Bay up the street. Sort of like one of our more popular communities that we've done business with over the past year is Avondale, another good community. You can literally get into Avondale in the upper 700s today. Maybe not tomorrow. Prices keep going up here in this community as people finding out more about it. And then last but not least, earlier, less than 6 months ago, we had Apex open, GL Homes, their product, and that place has been selling like crazy. So if you want in on the ground floor of a hot area here in the hot part of South Florida, reach out. We'd love to help you look at and explore all the different communities here in Avenir, in Palm Beach Gardens, and Palm Beach, Florida. So there are to-be-built homes and they're quick delivery homes. Today, I'm looking at a quick delivery home. If you want in, if you're interested in moving in right away, there are options here. Today, we're going to go inside what it's like to buy and explore a $2 million home here in Avenir. Let's go inside what it's like to be in a $2 million home here in Avenir. This home is called the Antigua. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath home. And this home right now is what they call a quick delivery home, and it's available right now. Let's go have a look inside. What I like about this stage of this community here at Coral Isles is they offer both to-be-built homes and quick delivery homes. So if your time frame is a short one or of a long one, they have it here at literally one of the best communities I find here in Avenir in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So this is a large house. Kenco's a high-end builder. They do things that other builders won't do. Look at the ceilings. Those are super high ceilings. In a minute, they'll look to see exactly. She told me, I forget exactly what it is, but a couple of the features that this house has that a lot of buyers appreciate are very open. You can hear myself echo. A very open floor plan here. A lot of windows, a lot of light. I know that's what a lot of buyers, I hear it all the time. That's what a lot of buyers like. Look at the sides. And not just that, the height of those sliders. You don't see that in too many places. So the ceilings here are 12 feet tall, and the sliders are 10 feet tall. So gives it again a lot of light and gives a look of elegance. It's what the buyer of today here in South Florida is looking for. There's a reason why if you're coming to Avenir, you're looking at new construction. There's several other communities here, but there's a reason why this one, Coral Isles, the builders Kenco, there's a reason why people pay more money for this home. They're a high-end builder, and their standards are very, very high. I'll give you a couple of examples. Everything you see here, standard. This is high-end stuff. So even I'll go on further. This is these are GE monogram appliances, which are nice. See. But today, this builder actually, that just recently happened, they're upgrading their standard for today's buyer. Don't know how long this will last, but they're going to Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances. I have a Wolf in my house. They're amazing. This is the highest end of high end. You have a GE Profile. You have all these high-end appliances. Viking, which was actually bought out by Sub-Zero, but you can get the highest appliances here. The other thing about this is quartz, and the cabinets go pretty high. This is high-end quartz. If you were to go to any other builder, you would be paying a premium to upgrade it to the next level. So when you come into this home here at Coral Isles, the upgrades will be minimal. You could go higher, but for the most part, if you go with just the standard features here here in the Antigua, you'll be okay. Even the flooring here. That is standard flooring. If you go into the rooms here even, it's carried throughout, as you can see. And it goes into sort of like a wood look tile in the bedrooms. But this is a 3,200 square foot house. This is a big house. So like I said, like this video, we are inside a $2 million house. This is not the biggest house, believe it or not. Later on, I'll take you real quickly to one of their larger homes. The two largest models they have here at Coral Isles are the Dominica, which they do have a model, and they have the Cozumel Grand, which is the grandest here in Coral Isles. So using approximate numbers, because remember, prices do change. Like right now, this is a $2 million house. You can buy a house here in Coral Isles for $3 million, one of the highest in communities here in Avenir. When you buy a quick delivery home like this, generally speaking, you're going to get a pretty good deal. And it's not just with this builder, with most builders in general, when they build spec homes and they do quick deliveries, they are sort of incentivized to get it off their books. This house, if you were building from scratch, this house would be a $1.7 million base price. Then you add your land in, and I've seen land here go in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then you have your upgrade. So at $2 million, it's actually $2,014,000. At $2,014,000, this is a good deal. This is something, if you were to build this from scratch initially, would cost you more money. So by the time you see this video, there's a good chance that this exact house is no longer on the market, but check us out if you're interested. It might be. But I will say this, there are always homes available, quick delivery in this community, at least for now until they sell out. This is one of the first communities to be built in Avenir, Coral Isles is. It was open around the same time as Watermark and Wingate over at Toll Brothers across the Avenir Drive. But this is about 70% sold. There's 107 homes here at Coral Isles, and they're getting down to the very end. But remember, one thing you don't want to do is walk into that sales center on your own. We highly recommend independent representation, and we'll talk about that a little bit further. So if you're looking for an elegant ranch house, when I say a ranch, I mean one story. This is a good one. This is like a dining area, and I've seen this in the model. It looks all decked out. This is a very functional area. Speaking of functional, there's something I want to show you here. So this is one of the smaller garages here. I know it looks a little bit plain, but I know a buyer that we worked with that used this room, that he closed it out. It's not a garage. He uses this as his hobby room. So you could literally use this as it's like a golf cart garage. Here in Florida, a lot of these builders build what they call golf cart garages. This is also, a room that you can make a workout room. You could do whatever you want in this. You can throw air conditioning in here. So if you were to build this house from scratch, it would take approximately 16 months. As I said, they have quick deliveries homes here in Coral Isles. They'll also have some that are along the way. So if you want something between 15 months and right now, they'll likely have it at the time that you're looking for. But the trick is, when you go into there, do not go directly to the sales center. Reach out to our team. We'd love to help you, evaluate what makes sense in this process. In the process, there are homes here in Coral Isles that are for sale, that have been on the market. This community's been around for a few years now. So there are some existing homes, and we will tell you about what you can expect between what's here in Avenir and Coral Isles, other communities, and what might be available in the secondary market. Most of the homes here at Coral Isles are on 80 by 140 feet deep. That's a decent sized depth, but that 80 feet width is really good. This is, when you buy in Coral Isles, you have more space between homes than any other place in Avenir here in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. So I'm here on Model Row. Down there is the sales center here for Kenco and our Coral Isles community. I want to talk to you about walking in that sales center on your own. I want to talk to you about what it is to have independent representation. For us to help you, we're here living in Palm Beach, Florida, powered by eXp Luxury Homes. For us to be able to help you and represent you, independent of the businesses, we'd have to be there, builder that is. We would have to be there on your first visit. We'll be there for the whole transaction. It's not just the introduction. I have my company, Living in Palm Beach, Florida, have a transaction coordinating team that will help you and help you keep them accountable here with the builders. But in order for us to help represent you, we have to be here on your first visit. Can't even begin to tell you how many times I get calls. Every week I get calls that I was just in this community, and at that point I sort of can't help you. I'll answer questions for you if you have any. I'll be happy to do that. But in terms of being there for your entire journey, I can't. Again, the first visit is very important. And let me tell you this too, very important as well. The cost to utilize a company like ours out of your pocket, it costs you nothing to utilize us and to have independent representation. Remember, we are there for you. And if we think that there's another community that might be better in Avenir or anywhere else that might be a better fit, we will tell you. We're unbiased whether you buy here in Coral Isles or Apex or Solana Bay or in or Norton, any of the other communities that we have around Palm Beach. After all, we have your best interest in mind, and as I always say, we have your back when it comes to helping you, and it's especially true and why we recommend independent representation. So here is the Antigua in model row. This is their model row. This home is completely decked out. I'm going to show this for a couple reasons. This will give you some ideas what you can do with this. That other home is is like it's empty. It doesn't have the upgrades, but everything in there, as I mentioned, significantly high standard features. But this house, you're going to get a kick out of this. This house completely done with upgrades and whatnot. Let's take a look. As you can see, this house is a beauty. Again, not the biggest model, but it's a big house. This is the dining room area. And look at that they did the ceilings here. They, the flooring too, look at this. So this will give you an idea as to what you can do with this home. The lots here on the lake especially are just absolutely brilliant. Overlooking the lake, outdoor summer kitchen. Again, I just wanted to give you an idea what that house can look like if you put your touches on it. What's nice about this home is all the en-suites. As I mentioned, 4-bedroom, 4 baths. Every room in here has its own dedicated bathroom. Here's the master. All right, their biggest home, their second biggest home, is called the Dominica, and that's where we are today. Here you go. It's approximately 5,300 square feet under air. It is a big home. It's not their biggest. The Cozumel Grand is their biggest. I've been in that. That's gigantic. It's like 5,800 square feet. But in terms of models, they have 3. And of the models, this is their biggest model. And by most people's standards, this is a big home here in Avenir or really anywhere in South Florida. Let's walk into Dominica. As you can tell, there's lots of open space here in this home. So again, really high ceilings, high sliders, really big open area. The size of this kitchen, you just don't see it in too many places. Beautiful loft. We find here in Florida, the loft is a very important room. It's like having a second family room. It's really functional, especially with larger families. So there you have it. That is Dominica, the second largest model here at Coral Isles. Coral Isles, Avenir, paradise here in South Florida.